I am very happy and delighted to stand before you today at this summit organized by the Netherland chapters of our noble organization. It is a big success. This is the first time since 2013 OPU will hold a program in this country. Therefore, I want to thank the leadership of OPU here in Netherland for their courage for standing firm to the ideal of the organization. I appreciate the effort of OPU, European Union Coordinator, and Gani, and member of his team for making sure that this dream becomes a reality. I thank all our guests for finding time to be part of this program, and I pray God will continue to grant our prayer in all our endeavors. It is interesting to know that OPU is coming back strong in Holland after the initial setback that affected the organization's progress in Netherlands. I'm happy that those trying periods are done. We came out of it even stronger and better. God is really working with OPU, and the testimony is for us as we look forward to more success in the organization. Going down the memory lane, OPU was established in 2011 as a diaspora socio-cultural group that is determined to promote the cultural identity of Yoruba race. It is our intention to promote the unity of Yoruba race, creating the bond that enhance personal and organizational growth, economic and business networking. In all this, our focus is to instill in all our members an undiluted interest in the progress and development of Yoruba race. It is our focus also to discover great potentials of the Yoruba in diaspora. For instance, OPU structure, I would disagree with the first speakers, saying OPU is in 97 countries. When I heard the speech, I have to mark my whole speech. OPU is in 98 countries. When we launched Egypt chapter, so by then, the figure of the chapter of OPU now become 98 countries of the world. Offer the best opportunity for us to explore the great potentials of the people in the diaspora. I wonder it will be possible for us to achieve this valuable feats without having a formidable organization and structure abroad. Through this organizational structure, we get vital information from our members about how best we can tap the hidden treasure and potential that is inherited in the members. That is why it's easy for us to know and identify people of like minds with great potential that can be used to empower the world and also in global village, for them to be useful to Nigeria and Yoruba land in particular. It is a fact that any race that is not organized can hardly experience growth and development. So by putting our house in order through organizational structure, we intend to build the Yoruba race of our dream. Yoruba race must take its pride of place as one of the leading races in the world, as it is with the prominent races like Jews, Arab, Spanish, English, Chinese, Portuguese, and Indians, and among others. A former Nigerian Minister of Education, Professor Babatunde Fakowa, has once described Yoruba as the sixth most unique race in the world. And it is our intention to work toward achieving the dream of being the best race in the world. In the same vein, all our members in diaspora should join us in our determination to fulfill this dream of projecting Yoruba positively to the world. It is very unfortunate that those of us that are based in Nigeria have been handicapped economically and politically by desperate positions that are making things difficult for the mass of the people. Those of you that are privileged to be in diaspora always enjoy your liberty. You enjoy your freedom from the hand of our religious position in Nigeria. So there is need for you to save us from the social political bondage, for us to fulfill the dream of our race. This is the dream of our race as an ambassador of OPU in diaspora. You must all key into the dream by promoting the ideology, the aims and objectives of OPU wherever you are in the 6 continents of the world. The present situation in Nigeria is like the story of a man that embarked on a journey without having a clear direction of destination. After some years on the journey, he got to a junction where the road leads to 4 other destinations. That is why it is very difficult for him to get to the right direction towards getting to his destination. The simple and short story is to tell all our members of OPU all over the world that it is very important for you all to build a solid foundation through organizational structure that is built on OPU ideology. Over the years, our diaspora organization has succeeded in building various layers of leadership structure for the organization. And I'm happy to tell you here today that the leadership of OPU in diaspora and that of OPC in Nigeria have been structured in a way that even if I'm not available for the next 3 months, the template of leadership will remain intact. Please, on course, we are saying that even though I'm not on seat as a leader for a period of 3 months or 6 months, with the kind of experience we instill on our leader, the organization will be running effectively as if I'm still on seat as a leader. That's the kind of experience that we have projected to the leadership of our organization, both home and abroad. The leadership of the organization will be giving me reports without any issue. That is what visionary leader is all about. On this note, I urge all members of OPU in Netherland to be focused in their desire to fulfill the dream of the organization. This is where the first European coordinator emerged. That was Akogunbanji Uju. I'm very surprised it's not here today. When I asked for him yesterday, they said it's on his way from UK. Today it will have been an historic day for him if he's here to be honored as the first European coordinator. The various issues and challenges that affect the progress of OPU Holland were in the past, but by the special grace of God, we got over it. Let me use this opportunity to commend Mr. Adete Dokele-led executive for their effort and determination to share the story of OPU in Netherlands. It is the good gesture that led to the European summit we are holding here today. I'm saying, if we don't have a very good structure in Netherlands, it will be very difficult for us to host summit in Netherlands. Because we have a very resourceful leader like Adete Dokele. That's why all of us are here today and we are so confident. Thank you very much for your leadership quality. Let me also applaud the sagacity of the OPU and Yoruba community in the Netherlands for their courage standing against the bastardization of Yoruba traditional institutions. The Yoruba traditional institution remains the only sacred institution that survived over the years, and the idea of installing a Yoruba Oba in a foreign land is against the culture and tradition of Yoruba people. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ lórí yẹn ní Yorùbá. Ìwọ tó ní o fẹ́ jọba ní ìlú Netherland, nǹkan méjì lèèyàn máa fi ń jọba nílùú. Inú kó kó ìlú yẹn lẹ́rú, kó jagun, kó kó wọn lẹ́rú, kó wá jọba. Àbí ìwọ ló kọ́kọ́ tẹ ìlú yẹn ló. Nǹkan méjì yẹn lèèyàn fi ń jọba. Inú kó yẹ pé o wọ ìlú yẹn, o kó wọn lẹ́rú, o jagun mọ́lú, o wá jọba. Àbí ìwọ ló kọ́kọ́ tẹ ìlú yẹn tó. Tí nǹkan méjì yẹn ò bá ti sí, o ò lè jọba nílùú yẹn. Èkejì ni wípé tó bá jọba ní Netherland, níbo ló ti fẹ́ ṣe ìgbèbí? Tó bá tẹ̀ ṣe ìgbèbí awúrúju, tí o bá wàjà, ta ló fẹ́ jọba? Ṣé wọ́n sọ pé torí pé àwọn kan sọ pé ẹ̀kọ́ jọba, àrọ́mọdọ́mọ ẹ̀ ló mọ̀ máa jọba ni? So tí ẹnìyàn bá wọ̀jà, àwọn Yorùbá bẹ̀ sí ń para wọn torí wọ́n fẹ́ máa gbàdá bálẹ̀ òjijì. Nǹkan tó máa dá ogun lẹ̀ ní diaspora, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó wọ́ bẹ̀rù. Èkejì ni pé torí wọn ní àròjinlẹ̀, àìláròjinlẹ̀ máa ń kógun wọ̀lú ní. Tí wọ́n bá pèrè nínú ọba Netherland, tó bá délé, wọ́n á máa fi gágbá pẹ̀lú ọba tó ti gazette by constitution nílé. Àwa ní mọ ọba tó jẹ́ original àti èyí tó jẹ́ fake. Ẹlòmíì iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ò mọ́ aṣọ rẹ̀ lọ́ba, á dẹ̀ máa gba ìjọba lẹ́yìn tí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ mọ́. Wàá máa fi yàn jóyè láì jẹ́ pé wọ́n gazette oyè yẹn. Èmi àti àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá á kà yẹn fún fraud of the highest order and criminality of the highest order. As the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, I condemn it in totality. Ẹni tó bá mọ̀ kó orí adé lòun kó wá jọba ní Nàìjíríà. Mo ní ọba kan wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́, ó náà ló ti wá ní Lẹ́kì. Ibi báyìí ló ti wá, ó ti jọba lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ báyìí. A ti rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èyí tó wà ní diaspora tó ti wá ń jọba nílé nítorí orí adé ni wọ́n. Kò síbi kíbi tá a bá wà láyé lórí mẹ́rin àgbáyé tó bá jẹ́ orí adé ni adé awárí àjọba. Ọba Ṣówàmímọ́ Canada ló ti wá, Amẹ́ríkà ló ti wá, ó jọba owódé. Ẹ̀bá ni wọ́n kọ pé ará òwòdé òwòdé. Àwọn ni ìlú ẹ̀ ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló wá láti diaspora àwọn ìjọba. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí àwọn tó ti kí ní ìtìṣẹ̀dé ṣẹ̀wá adẹ̀rí pé fraud ni. Wọ́n fẹ́ dá èdè àìyedè lẹ̀. Ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ ń parọ́ lẹ́yìn o. Ẹ tó bá fẹ́ kí ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ Yorùbá yọ́nú sí òun tó má pariwo.
Please let us be quiet. That's what he's saying. Let us be quiet to listen, please.
So, inú mi dùn wípé nílùú yìí jẹ́ kí ìbòdì wọlé. Ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀yìn, ẹ má jẹ́ kí ìbòdì wọ Nàìjíríà. Whoever promotes such will remain in the dustbin of history. Yoruba censor will not forgive such a person. Netherland is a royalty country, and their esteem regard for royalty is complete. So, for sustaining the core value and heritage and tradition of Yorubanics, you have succeeded in promoting Yoruba cultural identity. I want to assure you that our ancestor is behind you. Yoruba is able to sustain its culture and tradition and heritage because we didn't mortgage our heritage. In history, Netherlands is a major investor in Nigeria. The country major in oil, agriculture, and other sectors. Netherlands hold major shares in Nigerian beauty now. In agriculture, Netherland has the same land vast with the Niger states in Nigeria. The same vast of land in Netherland was the same vast of land in Niger State. The Dutch agricultural sector produced more cereal, wheat in particular, feed crops such as fodder, maize, and potatoes. The horticulture sector focused on vegetable and flower bulbs. Dutch greenhouse produced mostly vegetables and flower like sweet potato and roses. Nigeria is like Niger State, a state in Nigeria, but the European country was able to export agricultural products of less than $100 billion before COVID-19. What I'm saying is that Netherland as a country, before COVID, was exporting a product of nothing less than $100 billion annually. With the same land mass with Niger State. And we are talking of Nigeria with 970 kilometer land mass without even producing 1% of what this country is producing. The Netherlands produced 4 million cows, 30 million pigs, 104 chickens annually. Netherlands is a country biggest meat exporter. That tells you the strength of the country in both agriculture and technology. With Netherlands' major growth in oil, agriculture and technology, I heard all our members here in Poland to go and study the technology drive of Netherlands and come up with the idea of how Nigeria can be the leading figure in Africa in agri and technology. So I say in Netherlands, we want you to integrate to the system of Netherlands. We want you to study the technology of Netherlands. Bring the technology back home and develop Nigeria and Yoruba. The king of Thailand, about 30 years ago, gave scholarship to many students in Thailand to study Western world technology. And today, Thailand is one of the greatest technological countries in the whole world. The same thing India, the same thing Chinese. What are we doing as the most popular black nation in the world? About 260 million people. We travel abroad, we just socialize, we read in various universities without getting the technology of that country and come and develop our country. It's a task that must be done by Nigeria in diaspora. With Nigeria's tremendous growth in oil, agriculture, and technology, I've read that. Also of great note in the fact that Netherlands government is doing wonder in livestock and animal production. Nigeria and Netherlands should study the mechanism and technology of producing livestock in large quantity, and so translate it to something that can help to develop Nigeria and Yoruba land in particular. Nigeria should try to bring cow from Nigeria, try of bringing cow from Niger Republic and other African countries. The populous Holland pig meat is a product produced in Netherlands. There are other products like that Nigeria cannot continue to live in the past by depending on foreign products. The future of every nation tied on how it can sufficiently feed its population. Nigeria is blessed with a vast and arable land, but the major problem is the management of the huge resources that God has blessed us with. Farming is the oldest job on earth. We should dedicate our time, resources, technology to it in order to foster farming in Nigeria. OPU. As OPU member, I urge you all to study how science and technology work in Netherlands and replicate it in Nigeria and Yoruba land in particular. OPU member can recommend those and can help Nigeria in nation building. Those that can save this country from the economic situation for a better future. Let me say it for prosperity that the challenges facing Nigeria can be solved with restructuring, and until we go back to regionalism, nobody can save Nigeria from prolonged challenges. Restructuring is the key to the progress of our nation. As of today, our naira is 1,350 to a dollar. Before now, the currency of Benin Republic and other Francophone countries was lower than Nigerian naira. But today, our naira is far, far below Benin Republic currency. The irony of Nigerian fate now is that those African countries that look up to Nigeria as major supplier of their electricity, petrol, are now looking other way around. They didn't respect us any longer. Until 2015, air ticket for economy was 120,000, while some airlines took 80,000. The business class was between 700 and 800. Even late booking was just 900,000 in 2015. As a Thursday before coming to this country, a day before my travel to Europe, the ticket for business class KLM was 8.3 million naira, while Lufthansa put at 7.6 million naira. With this growing trend coming as a result of weakness of naira, it is very sad and unfortunate that the Nigerian economy is seriously in comatose. Therefore, those of you in diaspora should rise to these challenges. We can achieve this not by violent agitation, but an intellectual process. A non-violent approach is better way of telling the government to wake up from its slumbers. It's also the best way to protect the future of the people. It should be seen as a progressive that want a better nation with true federalism tenet for both representatives of government as grassroots. A government that allows federative units, regions to operate on their own pace. Finally, in spite of this position, we must remind the government that our future is very important to us as we live. Not for today, but for the future of the next generation of Yorubanism. Thank you very much. God bless you all.